Oh, that's not a good angle. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Living with Liberty, and I'm back at it again with another video.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
I got a comment the other day that I look like the type of girl that would do ASMR on YouTube, so I figured I would just do ASMR on YouTube.
Stop it.
Feel free to replay that clip as much as you want. It just gives me more view time. And then maybe one day I won't be as lame as I know I am.
Get some help.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Liberty. This is my YouTube channel. It's really stupid, but also so am I, so it all works out in the end. Today's video is about getting your license. I'm getting my license on Thursday. Yeah, really not that cool, but also kind of really is cool because it really opens up a lot of opportunities. And I'm kind of just gonna take you with me on this journey of, you know, the test. Like, seriously, the test is kind of scary. I'm an introvert, and so it's gonna be really weird to have someone else get in my car and judge literally every move I make and determine whether I get to have freedom for, you know, the next 90 days until I can get another appointment and take the test again. Most people don't fail, so that is kind of nice. I consider myself a very good and safe driver. But yeah, so I got my permit last June. It's currently August. I finished... How old? I'm 17. This year is 2019. So last year was 2018, where I was 16. So 2008, 2017. I started driver's ed in October of 2017, got my permit in June of 2018, and it is currently August of 2019 when I'm gonna get my license. Legally, you can start driver's ed when you're 14 years old, get your permit at 15, and then get your license at 16. But we decided to wait for me not to get my license until I'm 17 because, I mean, where am I gonna go? I work once a week at my job. My mom can just easily take me there instead of paying hundreds of dollars in insurance per month to drive, what, 3 places every month? Like, I use Aceable as my driver's ed. It's literally just this little robot that reads to you everything you need to know, and they have little interactive videos which are kind of stupid, but they do it on purpose, so like it's funny. There's also quizzes, and you can take your permit test on the app. That way you don't have to go wait in the DPS, take it, blah 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 blah. You know, the great thing about Aceable is they have a list set up and you can check things off the list, like get your learner's permit, do this lesson, do this lesson, do this lesson, read this book, practice for this many hours. And then they also have like the forms and things that you can print out to bring to the DPS. I've pre-written, pre-signed everything, put it in a folder. That way when I go to the DPS, it'll just be so much easier than having to sign it there, fill it out there. Like, really. Highly recommend it. All of the links and codes are going to be in the description box. Once you have your permit, you don't actually have to be paying for insurance because technically whichever adult you drive with, you're under their insurance just automatically. So I haven't had to deal with insurance for this past year. But now that I'm getting my license, I have to pay for my own insurance. And that's really difficult when you're only 17. Not only because getting money when you're 17 is difficult, balancing school is difficult, but also just it costs so much. Liberty Mutual wanted me to pay literally $500 a month for car insurance. It's so trash. They're like, oh, we'll save you so much money. No. And I'm gonna go into debt trying to drive my car to my job so I can get money to pay off my debt. Like, do you see how that works? No, it's crazy. I'm gonna be using my own car for the test. It's a Trailblazer, so it's like a smaller SUV. And if you want to see my car, get a whole detailed look at it, see what it looked like before I made the mods, go check out my last video. I wanted to use my mom's car. She has an Expedition, and it has a camera in it, And so for parallel parking, I was like, oh, that'd be so great. But it's actually worse because her Expedition is so much bigger than my littler Trailblazer. And you only have a 24-foot spot to parallel park in, supposedly. It's a small spot for an SUV. So I decided to use my car, which doesn't have a camera, but it's smaller, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Real quick, I want to talk about getting your picture taken at the DPS or DMV or wherever you go. It's kind of annoying to have a really bad picture. Make sure you just kind of think about what your face looks like before you actually get there, because they really only take it once. It's not like anyone really looks at your license picture other than cops, and hopefully they don't look at it because that would mean that you got pulled over. But some helpful tips for making your picture look great is conceal the under eyes. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I put on like extra concealer on that day. Like, their cameras are not great, low quality. You can smile, thank goodness, but you can't go like, or like, you know, just kind of have to. Did you take it? For real, the lighting is bad. Also, most people go to the DPS closest to them, but the closest one to me would be more inner city, which would mean there's gonna be a lot of people there. And I've heard of people literally waiting 8 hours in that tiny little room waiting to fill out paperwork. Yeah, no. So we actually drive a couple hours to a smaller town. It's easier, it's quicker. I mean, I still have to wait 2 hours, but at least it's not 8. Hopefully the DPS person I get with, like, in my car to drive around is nice. When I went to get my permit, I looked and it was like a sweet little old lady. I've heard both good and bad stories. Hopefully this will be a good story. You guys will know quicker than I will. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully it won't be too stressed out. I probably will. I'm gonna throw up. Watch me. No, if I fail the test, I'm gonna start crying right there. Oh my gosh, that'd be so embarrassing. When I get there, I don't even know what to do. Like, do I go and like talk to a person at a desk? Do I take a number and sit down? Like, I have a time scheduled that I have to be there. Like, I have an appointment, but I don't know like who I go to tell them, oh hi, I'm like, yeah, it's awkward. Anyway, I'll talk to you on Thursday. Yep, alright, guess that's gonna have to wait. Hey guys, I got my license, obviously, because I'm driving and my mom's not in the car. She would never know how to hold a camera. Even though Liz also does not, just kidding. Excuse me. No, that was not a 2-turn lane. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Okay, so funny thing, when I got to the DPS, I went to check in to my appointment, and I got there at 2 o'clock. My appointment was at 3:20. I got there at 2, and I checked in and I told her I was there. 10 minutes later, she called me up for my test, and I was like, it's not 3:20 yet. And so, long story short, I finished and I walked out of the DPS at 3:30. England? I wasn't really stressed out. The lady who was doing my papers was just so sweet, and she called me a movie star when she took my picture, so that was really nice. And yeah, when it was time for the actual test, parallel parking, to be honest, I'm good at parallel parking in real life, but it wasn't a real life situation, and so my parking for that part of the test was not very good. And then apparently you're supposed to just drive in reverse for a while without touching the brake. But yeah, you're supposed to just drive in reverse for a while. I didn't know that. I didn't practice that. I did pretty good on it, except for I forgot to look back, so I got a point off for that.
What points can you get?
If you get 30 points off, you fail. We're not saying that though, because then Ben's gonna find out, and then he's gonna start bragging. He's gonna be like, oh, I got a 99.
Did he?
Oh, okay, well, you speed, so have fun with that one. Starting to
He also starts charging early.
Only reason
His ego is too big, so I'm not even gonna tell him what I got, even though I'm a better driver. Testing and real life driving are two different things. So Ben, if you're not watching, I am still a better driver than you, and if you are watching, I'm a better driver than you.
And RJ, if you are watching, please tell Ben.
What?
Ooh, 420. Anyway, it was really funny because the guy who was doing my test, he was like real straightforward, basic DPS type of person, like, I hate my job, like that. But he was pretty chill. He wasn't like angry at me or anything. It was funny though because he actually has the same kind of car as me, a 2005 Trailblazer, not a 2006. But it was extended and had 4-wheel drive, so we talked about that for a second. Basically all that happened was he was like, okay, at this next intersection, you're gonna turn right. And I was like, okay. And I turned on my blinker and it looked and I turned, blah, blah, blah. They didn't do a vision test. Anyway, that's some tea. When the lady was taking my picture, she told me to just like, oh, go stand in front of the camera. And so I did. And I was standing there for like 5 minutes just smiling. Yeah, it was kind of awkward. And she's like, okay, I'm taking it now. And I was like, wait, you weren't already taking it? And so then she turned on flash and flashed it at me and I blinked. But you can't actually tell I blinked in the photo, so that's good. We were really nice and talked to the lady a lot. So before I actually went for my test, she like gave me a bunch of secrets and hacks to pass the test. And she basically told me the whole route that he was gonna take me on. And she said, oh, at this intersection, there's an intersection before the intersection, and so you have to make sure not to block it. So stop before if there isn't room for your car. I'm so glad that she told me that, because if she hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known and I probably would have blocked it. And it's really good timing right now getting my license, because yesterday this after school daycare company DM'd me and asked me if I wanted a job. And so now I'm gonna be able to drive to my job. Before the DPS guy got in my car though, I did take off my little decorations because I didn't want to freak him out. And I'm glad I did, because when he got in the car, he was like, oh, I've never been on this side of my own car before. So if I had like flowers in every little crevice of my vehicle, it probably wouldn't have been a very good look.
Okay, also, right before he got in my car, my check engine light came on, and so did my battery light. So if he had looked at my dashboard and seen my check engine light had been on, I might have failed the test.
I wasn't nervous, and I didn't really need to be nervous. You have to be a pretty bad driver to fail your driving test. So it was just
No, I don't.
But yeah, to celebrate getting my license, we let Mom go home and take a nap, and then we went to Taco Bell.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Like and subscribe.